Hello?
You on your own?
Yes.
Alright, don't start something. You won't get hurt.
What's your poison? Brandy or scotch?
Scotch. A big one. And some money. Your car keys and some clothes.
Who are you? What's your name?
None of your
You must be Pete Brady.
You've seen me in the news then?
I have.
Yeah, I'm the famous Pete Brady. Killed my bird last week and a new fella.
Mind if I join you?
Screw the drink. I've told you what I want and I want it now.
Why don't we have a talk about this, Brady?
Either do as I say or I'll cut you up.
Sit still, Brady. I think before you consider cutting me up, you might want to hear what I've got to say. Let's analyse the situation, shall we? We are sat on opposite sides of the same table, approximately 5 feet apart. You have a knife, whereas I, at the moment, am unarmed. But what concerns me, Mr. Brady, is what my reaction would be if you do decide to become violent. If you made the slightest move, I'd upend this table on you instantly. You may be a younger man than me, Mr. Brady, but I am twice your size. And that, I believe, will complete the first stage of our little skirmish. You'd be on the floor with the table on top of you, or at the very least against the wall with the table between us. Do you understand?
Yeah, I get you.
Okay. Observe, if you will, on the display behind me. I use it as a letter opener, but it is in fact my old military issue combat knife. Now I think it's fairly obvious where we go from here, don't you, Mr. Brady? We might call the completion of step 2 the end of the preparation for battle. Let's call step 3 the battle itself, shall we? Now what do you think happens next, Brady? What type of knife is that?
A kitchen knife.
I think I might have a slight advantage, don't you, Mr. Brady? I certainly wouldn't want to trade your kitchen knife for my combat knife.
Look, I haven't got time.
How do you think we'd compare in a fight, Mr. Brady? How old are you, by the way?
19.
I'm 41, so perhaps you have the slight edge there. How heavy are you? I'd guess 10 stone. I'm a clear 4 stone heavier than you, so I think I have the edge there. And how do you feel we would compare in combat? That would be interesting. Let me state my qualifications first, shall I? I was in the Royal Marines for 8 years. Served 4 years in Iraq. I have never smoked, hardly ever drink, exercise every day. What about you? A skinny runt, borderline malnutrition with a few bad habits thrown in. By the look of the nicotine stains on your fingers, I'd guess you've been smoking since you were what, 9 or 10? Lord only knows what you smoke now. And you drink, I see. I should think you drink a lot more than me. So, Mr. Brady, look at me and look at yourself. But we haven't discussed the most important factor of all yet, have we? That of courage. I've proven myself in battle, Mr. Brady, How about you? Of course, you were very brave when you entered the room, hiding behind your knife. But how brave are you now? Now that it seems there's a good chance that you're going to be cut up a little? Doesn't seem so inviting, does it?
You're bluffing.
Am I? There's only one way you'll find out.
What have you got to win but by fighting me?
That's a very good question. I suppose I could just let you have what you want and leave here peacefully. But as it happens, I don't trust you, Mr. Brady. You're a sadist and you enjoy inflicting pain. You may just be satisfied to kick me around a little, but with murder already on your record, I'm sure you wouldn't hesitate to kill me. And besides that, I just don't like you. You're a drain on society, and to be honest, I wouldn't mind taking the risk.
Okay, Granted, you start something. Go on, start something.
I didn't say I was going to start anything. I was merely telling you what I was going to do if you did start something.
Why don't you give me what I want, then no one gets hurt?
I can't do that, Mr. Brady.
So what we're going to do, just sit here, or we're going to fight? Oh, I get it. You think I'm stupid? You're waiting for your friends to turn up, aren't you?
Well, I'm doing a pretty good job so far, don't you think? And I am expecting them in just a few minutes, yes.
Yeah, well, I'm not stupid.
You still have another choice.
And what's that?
I may be willing to make a trade. Your escape for my safety.
Go on.
I don't feel safe while you've got your hand on that knife. The key to this whole situation is your knife. While you're holding that knife, you cannot move in any direction without me attacking you. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I think so.
So, the only way out of this situation is for you to toss your knife into the middle of this table.
What?
That's right. Then neither of us will be armed.
Then what? You're ex-army.
The table is between us. You would have this much of a head start.
But you'll call the police.
Okay. I'll make a deal with you. My phone for your knife. And now your knife, please. In the centre of the table.
Stay still, Grandad. I'm off.